$500. That's barely enough for rent, a new phone, or a fancy weekend getaway. But what if I told you that some people have turned that same $500 into $5,000 or more? Not with luck, but with strategy. You don't need a trust fund. You don't need to invent the next iPhone. But you do need to play smart, move fast, and most importantly, think differently than the average broke spender. Is it a scam? A fluke? Or an actual game plan that can work? Let's break the myth and reveal the math behind flipping your finances. Step 1. Understand what you're really trying to do. Turning $500 into $5,000 isn't about grinding for years and praying for a raise. That's slow money. What we're talking about here is 10xing your cash. And to do that, you need one of three things: high returns, high risk tolerance, or high leverage without going broke. Sound intense? That's because it is. But not impossible. Let's go over 3 real-world strategies, with examples, that people are using right now. Strategy number 1. The hustler's flip. Turn time into money. Got skills? Good. Got hustle? Even better. Use your $500 to start a micro business or a service-based hustle. Example: buy $500 worth of tools, ad credits, or inventory. Start detailing cars, flipping thrift finds, building websites, or editing videos. Charge $100 per gig. That's just 50 gigs to hit your 5K target. Not glamorous? Maybe not. But profitable? Absolutely. Especially when you reinvest profits to grow faster. Think of it as compound hustle. Bonus: this method builds a repeatable income stream, not just a one-time flip. Strategy number 2, the investor's game. Grow it slow and smart. Want to stay chill and let your money do the work? Welcome to investing. Put your $500 into index funds, low cost, long term; ETFs, diversified and beginner friendly; dividend stocks, steady returns plus passive income. Now here's the kicker. Historically, the S&P 500 has returned around 7 to 10% annually after inflation. At 10% annual growth, your $500 becomes $5,000 in just under 18 years. Too slow? Speed it up with consistent contributions, say $100 a month, and suddenly you're hitting 5K in about 3 years. It's not overnight magic, but it's predictable, safe, and it builds real wealth over time. Strategy number 3, the high-risk play. Roll the dice, but not blindly. Want fast results? Be ready for fast risks. That's where crypto, stock trading, and online flipping come in. Let's talk crypto. In 2010, $500 in Bitcoin could have bought you 2,500 BTC. That would have been worth over $100 million in 2021. Okay, but you're not a time traveler. In 2023, some altcoins still exploded 10x or more in months, but many also crashed to zero. So how do you win? Rule 1. Never invest what you can't afford to lose. Rule 2. Do your homework. Rule 3. Get out when you hit your target. The same applies to day trading, options trading, or NFT flipping. Yes, $500 can become $5,000, or $5 depending on your timing, knowledge, and discipline. If you choose this path, treat it like poker, not a savings account. Strategy number 4. The digital asset path. Build something. Once, earn forever. Use your $500 to build or buy a digital asset. Buy a cheap domain, start a blog, and monetize with ads or affiliates. Create a digital product, an ebook, course, or template, and sell it online. Hire a freelancer to build a simple app or website that generates revenue. This takes more time up front, but it's scalable. Your $500 turns into 5K as people buy, click, and engage while you sleep. It's not passive at the start, but once it's up, it can be. The X factor: mindset plus money habits. Here's what separates people who 10x their money from those who watch 10 hours of get-rich-quick videos. They understand risk versus reward. They treat money like a tool, not a lottery ticket. They study, test, and learn from failures, fast, and they don't blow their profits on designer sneakers after the first win. You don't need a finance degree to build wealth, but you do need financial discipline, strategy, and a bit of calculated boldness. So, can you really turn $500 into $5,000? Yes, but it depends on how smart, scrappy, and strategic you're willing to be. Some people flip it in weeks. Others invest and wait. A few risk it all and win big. But here's the truth. The money game isn't about how much you start with. It's about how well you play it.